Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. We are back with more Sam and Max. All right. This time it's the next chapter, number 106. Like Dark Side of the Moon or something like that. I already forgot the name of it. Oh, well. Telltale and GameTap present...
Which is why every citizen will find a complimentary government-issued aerosol can waiting in the mailbox. Get to spraying, America! Let's heat this mother up!
It's a way to make use of global warming. And Sam is distracted.
This has been an announcement from the President of the United States. What gives, Sam? You missed your cue!
What? Oh, sorry, little buddy-in-chief. I'm still thinking about our last case. The internet said it was working for somebody named Roy G. Biv. Obviously a pseudonym, but for who? Or whom?
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet, dummy.
Hey, maybe we should ask Hugh Bliss.
Mind readers, that's it! No, that's not it.
By the way, have you seen my copy of Emetics, the Handbook for Multicolored Happiness by Hugh Bliss?
Colors? No. Think, Max, think.
Well, I know I had it this morning.
That's it. Morning. In the ancient tongue of the mud-worshipping Kapala Hotek tribe of the Serengeti, our word morning means he who destroys the hypnotic Rainbow Man. That's the word he fears the most. So this Roy G. Biv is the one person we've met who's never said the word morning. And that means it's the Commissioner.
The Commissioner? I never did trust him.
No, Chowderhead. It's Hugh Bliss.
Never!
What? Oh, no, Commissioner. I didn't mean... Look, I need you to put out an APB on Hugh Bliss. Stat. By the Greek goddess Selene in a chariot with dual overhead cams and silver fox mud flaps. We're on our way. Let's go, Max. The Commissioner said that Hugh Bliss is currently staying at his exclusive prismatology retreat, the Blister of Tranquility.
Oh boy! I bet it's somewhere really cool and exotic, like a remote island in the South Pacific, or Des Moines.
Even farther, pal. We're going to the moon.
Back to the moon. You went to the moon in the cartoon series. You've even got the paper bag masks you were wearing. You got pictures of yourselves in your paper bag space helmets on your wall. So, anyway, we are back with more Sam and Max. Hey, everybody, how you doing? Never mind, I can't hear you. But I am peppy. Like you needed to be told that. It's pretty much 75% of the time true, except when I'm recording at like 3 in the morning, which I probably shouldn't do. Alrighty. Anyway, this time we're going to wrap up this chapter of the Telltale Sam and Max games. The car just flew to the moon. The bright side of the moon, not the dark side of the moon. Okay, there we go. I got it wrong. By exactly opposite wrong. But you know what?
Oh, feels good to be back on the moon, doesn't it?
We made good time, too. We've still got plenty of generic brand powdered orange-flavored drink mix left.
You always did know how not to infringe on a registered trademark, little buddy.
What are we doing first, Sam?
Let's locate the Blister of Tranquility, find out what Hugh Bliss is up to, and arrest his unprincipled magical butt.
Is that a visitor center?
Damn it, now I want Tang. Okay.
How does it do that when there's no wind on the moon? That's quite a rocket engine.
Isn't it, though?
It's a lunar lander.
Yes.
So is my Aunt Tilly, but they can't prove anything.
Lunar lander.
That was simply stated.
Lovely shirt.
Can I get one, Sam? Can I?
You don't wear shirts, Max.
I can still accumulate them, can't I?
Theoretically, yes.
These look oddly familiar.
Yeah, the Apollo 13 Snoogloob.
What's supposed to go here?
These hypnotic goggles were an early prototype of the hypnobeam technology currently being used to further the worldwide goals of prismatology.
Wow! Invisible goggles!
The goggles were stolen a few months ago. Honestly, some people will take anything that's not bolted to the floor.
Okay. I'll look at the spoon bending display later when I can actually do something with it.
What's with the chart?
I bet it shows how Justin Timberlake is descended from the moon people.
This chart outlines Hugh Bliss's ingenious master plan to hypnotize everyone on Earth through connections with the U.S. government, the internet, and the toy mafia.
Well, I was close.
Weren't you in charge of the toy mafia?
You're right, I was. I wonder why I didn't know anything about this at the time.
Maybe you're dumb and left out of the loop because you're an idiot?
It looks like cheap touristy crap is the same everywhere in the solar system.
Can we get some cheap touristy crap, Sam?
No. Called it.
What kind of currency do they use on the moon?
Junkets.
How appropriate.
How is that appropriate? I don't get it. I'm confused. All right, Molman.
One moment, please. I'm supposed to frisk everybody when they leave. Just a formality.
We understand.
Okay, go ahead.
Wasn't trying to leave anyway. I was trying
Well,
to talk to you.
Aren't you Teddy Bear?
Once upon a time, but no longer.
All right.
Are you still a notorious criminal?
Or an obscure one, like Kevin Mitnick.
Never heard of him.
No, I've repostulated my lemma since prismatology found me. It's the straight and narrow for Harry Moleman from here on out.
Stop talking stupid gibberish.
Didn't you explode?
Only in the spiritual sense. Prismatology helped me put Harry Moleman back together again.
Looks like it may have left out a few pieces by mistake.
You seem shorter than you used to.
I used to use that exoskeleton, but prismatology has taught me that size doesn't matter. Color does. Harry Moleman will never be sensitive about being diminutive
You
again.
might want to reword
Or
that.
about referring to himself in the third person, apparently.
That did not come out,
Well, I guess it's nice to see you again.
Actually, I'm still a little sore that he tried to get you to shoot me last time we saw him.
I'm channeling my saturation towards making amends for my past transgressions. Prismatology has taught me...
Yeah, we get it.
So what you doing here?
So what are you doing here?
I monitor the visitors center and answer people's questions.
Security guard, huh?
Docent! I'm a docent!
Never heard that word in my life.
Seen Hugh Bliss around here lately?
To see the master, I need only search my heart.
I meant see him in the traditional fashion.
No, he's usually in the blister these days.
What sights should we see while we're here on the moon?
Have you seen the lunar lander over there?
Hard to
We
miss.
passed by it, yes.
How about the blister of tranquility?
Nope.
Oh, well, goodness. You should definitely see that.
Well, we won't be allowed to yet.
Which way to the blister of tranquility?
Enlightenment is the only way to reach the blister of tranquility.
How about we enlighten your skull a little? Would that work?
The blister is through that little box right over there.
See you later.
See ya.
We've got important sightseeing to do.
Great!
Oh my
Oh,
god.
look, there's a slightly beat-up robotic exoskeleton in the trash.
The past is only useful as fertilizer for the future. Hugh Bliss said that.
Okay. Brace yourselves, everybody, because he's back. Oh my god, it's Super Bowl! Oh my god! Okay, that's enough of that.
Hey,
Alright.
Small Worlds. It's our favorite cabinet secretary and Secret Service man, Agent Superball.
Favorite? That'd be like choosing a favorite child, Sam. I love them all.
Didn't I see you last week beating the Secretary of Defense over the head with his own war agenda?
Granted,
It's
a
tough
tough
love.
love.
Greetings, newcomers. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
You're studying this prismatology too?
Not studying. I've mastered it.
You mastered prismatology by standing in front of a door?
I am one with the door. We exist in the indigo wavelength of reality. The door is an illusion.
This prismatology nonsense really works for you?
That's right. Happiest I've ever been. Hugh Bliss is great. I'm sorry. I'm gushing.
Yeah, I know. Dial it back a bit, Superball. Jeez.
So let me guess. You're guarding the door to this retreat.
Affirmative. I have a passion for it, sir. And Hugh Bliss believed in my door guarding abilities when no one else would.
Great story, great story. Okay, let us in.
Negative. Only level red prismatologists may enter Hugh Bliss's magical paradise.
What's a level red prismatologist? Because I'm pretty sure I am one.
Level red is apex of prismatology, sir. You'd have to undergo spectrum analysis to determine your current level.
Spectrum analysis. Is that where you lie perfectly still in a lead coffin while brightly colored cotton swabs are inserted into various orifices?
No, sir. We gave that up in '87. It's much simpler now.
President Max requires an audience with Hugh Bliss.
I can't let just anyone into the retreat. Orders?
Well, as your president, here's your new order. Move it!
I'm now a citizen of Bliss, sir. I can't let you in.
You're gonna regret this if you ever have to come back to Earth.
What about loyalty to your president? Let us in.
Hugh Bliss showed me the folly of independent nations. Plus, the benefits are better. Full medical and dental.
Yep, we're level red. Let us in.
I'm sure you're mistaken, but we'll run the spectrum analysis anyway. Take this.
A unicorn?
What am I supposed to do with this?
Rub it, sir.
Rub it, Sam.
I'm not gonna rub my unicorn in
Harder.
public.
Harder.
Sam has no problem with it.
I'm sorry, sir. The unicorn says you're yellow.
No one calls us yeller. Draw, partner.
Level yellow is frankly rather pathetic, sir. Only level reds may enter the retreat. Regulations? However, Hugh Bliss would like you to keep the unicorn as a token of his love. Rub it often to measure your progress towards true bliss.
Oh boy, a pet unicorn. I shall call him Horny.
You do that.
Yellow is is 3 steps up the tier: red, orange, yellow.
How does that unicorn work anyway?
By magic, sir.
Right. Either that or it's just a glorified mood ring that reacts to body heat.
A mood horn.
You're not a believer, sir. I could never explain it to you.
Yeah, you've already got to believe to understand. That's how belief works.
So long, Super Ball.
I believe in you. I believe in Steve. It's Steve. Okay.
Only you can prevent moonfires. Picnickers, please do not use craters for waste disposal.
Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Warning, wild lunar yaks have been sighted in this area. If you encounter a wild lunar yak, try to make yourself look large, then shriek like a schoolgirl and hightail it for the hills.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Buzz, we got tired of waiting, so we went on without you. Meet you back at the orbiter.
Jeez. Harsh.
No parking between the hours of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. Dust preservation area. Please stay on marked paths.
Alright. Well, turns out there's really not much to do on the moon. I could try to enter the box, but it just starts a conversation with Super Ball again.
Where are we headed now, Sam?
Go to the Earth.
Terra firma.
This game threw off my mojo. I usually start the games by checking on Sybil and Bosco. Ooh, let's see what permutation of an identity Bosco has tried to foist on himself this week. This will be good. You think he'll be wearing a sombrero and speaking a horribly offensive Mexican accent? Or maybe a kilt and trying to be Scottish. Bosco becomes Scotsco. Oh, Jimmy Two Teeth. Hey, how you doing, buddy? What you up to?
Hi, Jimmy. Up to no good as usual, I see.
Back off, Buzz. Get your own meter.
I think we already did. The city made us pay for that one when we bent it.
What do you mean we, White Rabbit? That meter's been out of order for years.
Just 'cause it ain't working, that don't mean people don't put money in it.
It's like an HMO.
Okay.
Give it up, Jimmy.
Not a chance.
This is the crappiest plan you've ever had. If there's an occasional person stupid enough to put one in a broken meter, and you have a way of getting it out, this is a stupid plan!
President
You smell like
and
butts!
Assistant destroy internet. Assistant? Reality 2.0. Up-and-coming new internet sensation.
The newspapers are always a little behind in their technology coverage.
Hugh Bliss. Best person of the millennium or just the century? Sounds like a fair and balanced expose. Well, I'll be. The gumball machine actually contains gumballs.
Freaky!
Well, I'll be.
Nope, nothing more to say on it. You'd think such a singular event would actually have some more attention. Honestly, when they were full of baked beans, that was probably the grossest. Please don't let him trying to be some kind of offensive minority.
Hey, Bosco. Oh, dear God.
I just don't know.
Not to track mud in the store, I just vacuumed.
Lady, we're looking for Bosco. You know him?
Of course. He's my son.
Your own mother?
Is there no escaping these infernal time travel paradoxes?
Guys, it's me, Bosco.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm.
Mind telling us how you came
And
to
a little
be
bit of.
Do you use lasers or just do it the old-fashioned way?
Are you sassing me? Boy, I will whoop your behind so hard you won't be able to see straight.
But I don't see out of my behind.
You will after I get through with you.
And throw in a little bit of as well.
But who in their right mind would dress up as their own mother?
Nobody.
Good point.
Look at me when I'm talking to you. Just for that, I'm not gonna tell you why I dressed up as her.
Oh, come on, Bosco. We were only...
You just cost yourself dessert, mister.
We've got guns.
So, how are those Bosco Tech breasts holding up?
Oh, these are all natural, honey.
Moves.
I'm not gonna lie. I like 'em bosomy.
Oh, Max, you take after your father.
Okay, you just crossed the line, pal.
Easy, Max. Theoretically, we have even more disturbed people to worry about right now.
All right.
You know, Bosco, we've collected some pretty valuable merchandise on our travels.
And we have the sneaking suspicion you've got a little extra spending money.
So how'd you like to buy something from us for a change?
Okay, do you have any copies of the uncensored 1982 Armando Santi lookalike contest on Betamax?
Nope.
Oh, well, that's the only thing I really need, honey.
He gets his revenge on us asking to buy wacky crap.
We want to buy something.
Did you finish all your
And he's about to get even
chores?
more
Yes.
revenge.
Okay, you can get one thing. One!
This payback is awesome.
Do you have any completed artificial personality disorder symptoms forms?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that really would have come in handy earlier. Do you have any video of a chicken eating cow manure for laughs?
Mm-hmm.
What? No way.
Well, that wouldn't have helped unless it actually had them in it, which the clip did. But still, you already had it by the time it existed.
Do you have any
shortly
global
after.
meatball sandwich positioning systems?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
It wasn't that hard to find the damn meatball sub.
Do you have any 3-foot by 2-foot cue cards that say "Don't vote for me"?
Mm-hmm.
What? I can't believe this.
Oh my god.
Do you have any instant win cheat codes for Reality 2.0?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why didn't we ask before?
Do you have Hugh Bliss tied up back there?
Uh,
Hey, I was on a roll. What do you got?
Oh, my little angel made the most precious device. It's called an earthquake maker, and it's just what you think.
a diarrhea-inducing cocktail?
Max, why can't you be more like your brother?
He's not my brother.
Sam, I don't want you hanging around with him. He's a bad influence.
That he is, Mama Bosco, that he is.
Don't encourage him.
Knowing you, Bosco, I'm sure it's quite reasonable, but how much for this earthquake maker?
$100 trillion.
100 trillion? You crazy fool!
Look, man, all I know is I keep making up the most ridiculous price I can think of, and you keep paying it. So I ask you, who's the fool?
He's got a point.
Well, with a sales pitch like that, how can we not buy it?
Remember, no earthquakes in the house.
Never
Oh
mind.
god, that was funny.
See you later, Bosco's mom.
Go clean your office. It's a pigsty.
Yep, still a garbage can. I'm entranced by the gentle oscillation of the hot weenies.
That garbage can is, and a few other places in this game, one of my pet peeves. We're in the first 2 or even 3 chapters. He said the same damn thing when you click on it, so you don't think to click on it, and then he says something new later on. Bull crap!
What do you feel like doing once we wrap up this case?
Take a vacation! Seems like we've been working for the past 7 months straight.
My feet are killing me.
That may be, but we can't press charges unless we catch him in the act.
I miss the old days, when our cases were less thinking and more shooting stuff.
Luckily, my short-term memory makes me impervious to nostalgia.
By the way, for those of you curious about this game and Sam and Max in general, and you want to look up the comics, I'm not even sure if they're in print anymore, but maybe the old comics. Excuse me. Let me warn you, they're a little more twisted than this game kind of implies.
Random but innocuous comment.
Irreverent reply that hints at mental instability.
You crack me up, little buddy.
Yeah, like, the one I really remember
Never mind.
was they did the Sick 'em Max, and Max attacked the villain of the comic, who admittedly was trying to bake children into pies. But Max did not just beat him up and tie him in the closet, because it was while all the ripping and snorts, tearing, and blood was spraying into panel from off panel, where we weren't seeing the violence, Sam was musing and ended up saying, "And I wonder what kind of twisted criminal mind tries to come up with this kind of plot." Whereupon Max held up the guy's brain and said, "This one."
Chimps.
80% crushed.
Chimps.
That coffee takes me back to that time we were in France, behind enemy lines, crawling through miles of neck-deep black sludge.
And what was the name of that enemy interrogator?
Jean-Pierre.
Jean-Luc.
Oh. Jean-Luc. Two different versions of the exact same damn commercial. The exact same thing, they just changed the name. It was an old coffee commercial. They were reminiscing about two ladies reminiscing about a cute waiter, then they both said his name at the same time. There's, for some reason, two identical versions of the same commercial. It just ends with Jean-Luc and Jean-Pierre.
Sludgies. This week's flavors, castor oil and Brussels sprouts.
Ugh!
The latest in making stuff hot technology.
No, microwaves have been around since the late 70s, early 80s. I think air fryers are even newer than...
Nachos. So tasty, you'll almost believe it's real food.
The chips are real food, I guess. It's the cheese that's fake.
The 3 essential food groups.
All right. I'm singing in the rain. Just sing. Wait, it's not raining. Oh well. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please, please, please like, comment, or subscribe. Or not. I'm not the boss of you. I don't tell you what to do. Good night, everybody.